Okay, so if you're in the vacation rental business, you might have had a heart-stopping moment recently. You go to check your Google listing and poof, it's just gone. Or maybe you've been slapped with a suspension notice. We're going to break down what's really going on because no, you're not imagining things, and yeah, this is a huge deal for your bottom line. And listen, you are so not alone in this. As the CME agency points out, this is a massive wave hitting business owners everywhere. People are logging in and seeing that dreaded red banner. It's confusing, it's super frustrating, and it's hitting you right where it hurts, your bookings. And if that wasn't bad enough, the time it takes to even appeal this has just exploded. What used to take maybe 5 days to sort out is now averaging a painful 5 weeks. Think about that. That's over a month of being a ghost on Google, which for a lot of us is the #1 way customers find us.
So what in the world is happening? It really all comes down to what we can call Google's great delisting.
Here's the short version. Google is trying to clean house. They've rolled out a major update to get rid of spammy fake listings. But, and this is the big but, their new system is like casting a giant net, and it's catching tons of perfectly legitimate businesses, probably like yours, in the crossfire. You're basically the collateral damage. And the things that are triggering these suspensions? Oh man, they're things you'd never expect. We're talking about making a tiny edit to your profile, like updating a phone number, or using a P.O. box, which, used to be totally fine. Even using a word like free in one of your posts can get you flagged. It's become a total minefield out there. So all this begs the question, why? Why is Google suddenly being so strict? Well, it all boils down to how Google defines your business now. And this brings us to the absolute core of the issue, the difference between a business and a vacation rental. Okay, look at this. This right here is the crucial distinction. On the left, you've got your traditional Google business profile. Google is now saying, hey, this is only for brick and mortar spots that customers can walk into. Hotels, B&Bs, places with a staffed front desk. But on the right, that's the new correct home for you, Google Vacation Rentals. This is specifically for private, short-term rentals, the kind with self-check-in, like your holiday cottage or service department. And just so we're clear, this isn't some vague recommendation. This is black and white, official policy. Google's own guidelines are now crystal clear. If you're a holiday home, you are ineligible for a regular Google business profile. The way we used to do things, it's over. The game has completely changed.
Okay, deep breath. I know that sounds scary, that your old profile is gone. So, what now? Well, the good news is Google hasn't just slammed the door. They've actually built a brand new and frankly much more powerful one for you. Welcome to the solution, GVR.
So what is this GVR thing? It stands for Google Vacation Rentals. And you have to get this next part. It is not another OTA. I repeat, it's not like Airbnb or Booking.com. It's what's called a meta search engine. Think of it as a powerful directory that finds customers and shoots them straight to your website to book. And this is where it gets really exciting. Look where you show up. Your property appears in a special box right at the top of Google search. You're a pin on Google Maps that actually shows your nightly rate. You're inside the main Google Travel Hub where people are literally planning their trips. The exposure is just massive. Now let's just put this head-to-head with the traditional OTAs we all know. With Google Vacation Rentals, the booking commission, it's zero. None. Direct booking control, it's all yours. Your brand, your logo, front and center. And maybe most importantly, that guest relationship, you own it completely. This is a complete game changer. All right, I'm guessing you're sold. The big question is, how do you actually get a piece of this action? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and talk about how to get listed on GVR. You've basically got 3 ways in. Path number 1, go through an OTA partner like Booking.com. Sure, they can get you listed, but you're still paying them those eye-watering commissions. Path 3, direct integration, is really only for the huge players. We're talking companies with 5,000 plus properties. So for most of us, that leaves path number 2. And path number 2 is the real sweet spot. It's using what's called a connectivity partner, which you probably know as a channel manager. Think of it as the central hub that syncs all your data, your calendar, your pricing, for you. This is the best of both worlds. You get those direct, commission-free Google bookings without the massive technical headache of building a direct integration yourself. Now, before you jump in, you do need to get your house in order. Google has a checklist. You've got to have your own direct booking website, and it has to be secure. That's the SSL certificate. You need at least 8 really good, high-quality photos, and this is critical, your pricing and availability have to be spot on, accurate, and always up to date. Okay, so you've done the work, you're listed, awesome, but you can't just set it and forget it. Now we have to play the game and make sure people actually find you and book with you. It's time to win the visibility game. And believe me, optimizing your listing makes a huge difference. Just look at this stat from B&B Management London. Properties with those super high 4.9-star ratings bring in almost 20% more revenue than properties with lower ratings. That's real money. Reviews are literally your currency on this platform. So how do you climb those ranks? First, your titles. Use keywords people are actually searching for, like beachfront cottage in Miami. Second, you have to actively ask for and manage your guest reviews. Third, your pricing has to be super accurate. Google hates it when the price at checkout is different. And finally, keep that calendar synced constantly and work on building up your own website's authority. Look, getting onto Google Vacation Rentals is the move you have to make right now. It's how you adapt to this new world. But this whole situation is also a massive wake-up call, isn't it? It leaves us with a really important final question. Your listing is now back on Google. But is your business truly future-proof? Because relying on any one platform, even one as powerful as Google, is always a risky game to play.